Kim Jong-un. He talks highly.
So we were on the verge of war with North Korea when Barack Obama left the Oval Office. The thing he told Donald Trump is our top threat is North Korea. I don't care if Donald Trump calls Kim Jong-un a friend or not. He got us off the brink of war with North Korea, which is actually what I care about.
We were not really on the brink of war when it comes to
it's correct.
Barack Obama thought we were.
Obama said to Donald Trump, you need to watch out for two things, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn and North Korea. That were the only two things Obama said to him in Obama's own telling of events in that short Oval Office meeting. So Obama even said North Korea is your number one threat.
Well, I disagree with Obama. North Korea was not our number one threat. North Korea is an ant compared to America.
Let me ask you, you're anti-war? Are you anti-war?
Very anti.
Okay, do you believe the Russia-Ukraine war needs to come to an end?
Yes, Russia needs
Which
to
is
end
the candidate which has said that we need to end the Russia-Ukraine war? Which is the candidate who said we need to continue funding the Russia-Ukraine war?
Trump is for backing up Putin.
Trump is for ending the Russia-Ukraine war. That's what he said. Kamala Harris is continuing to fund the Russia-Ukraine war and said she would continue to vote in favor of it. Under which candidate was there a major war in the Middle East? Was there a major war in the Middle East under Donald Trump?
To the first point, when it comes to Ukraine and Russia, America is funding the Ukraine because of an agreement we had in, 2014? We're holding up a peace treaty with NATO that if any country who wants to join
NATO... Is
NATO...
Ukraine part of NATO?
I was about to finish. If any country who wants to be a part of NATO gets sort of bombarded from imperialist other countries like Russia, we have to, as our duty, and it's not just America giving Ukraine money, as our duty signed in the treaty that we have with them, we have to give them some type of funding.
Yes, so look, there's the NATO treaty that actually says we're going to defend a NATO ally. Article 5, that doesn't apply to Ukraine because Ukraine is not a member of NATO.
I know you're talking about.
Why was Ukraine not a member yet? Because Russia invaded them.
That's not
because
correct.
Because they wanted to be
No, Ukraine should never... Do you think Ukraine should be part of NATO?
Yes, of course.
Whoa, okay, that's remarkable.
Yeah, of course.
So the U.S. actually made a commitment back in 1990 to say that NATO would expand not 1 inch past East Germany. Our Secretary of State made that commitment to his counterpart actually it was Gorbachev who led the Soviet Union. So we've actually, in some ways, been responsible for creating the conditions that have created global instability, but that's actually gone up under Joe Biden. So I'm with you on being anti-war. I'll just look at what were the major wars under Donald Trump. We still haven't named one. What are the major wars under Joe Biden? We have several, from what's going on in the Middle East, Israel, Hamas, to Russia, Ukraine, and I judge based on results.
Clarifying question. When you say new wars under Joe Biden, is that implying that Joe Biden started these wars?
No,
they occurred under his administration.
And supported and subsidized them.
So,
and paid for them.
For example, Donald Trump prevented an Israeli-Hamas war.
How?
Through the Abraham Accords. The Abraham Accords was bringing all the people to the table, cut Palestinian Authority funding, also cut Iranian funding so that the Iran piggy bank could not fund terror throughout the region, brought Saudi Arabia, the United Emirates, Bahrain, and Israel in the room, and signed a historic once-in-a-generation peace deal between those Arab partners and Israel, and that region was the quietest it ever was in 50 years. With Russia, Ukraine, he told Vladimir Putin, you go into Ukraine, I will bomb Moscow immediately. It's interesting, under George W. Bush, Vladimir Putin took Georgia. Under Obama, he took Crimea. Under Biden, he took the Donbass. Under Trump, he didn't take anything. Why is that? Under Trump, Vladimir Putin did not gain a square inch of new territory. Why is that?
Trump literally talks about deals that or secret meetings that he
No,
had.
but it's just a very simple question. If Trump was bought by Putin or was friends with Putin, why did Putin not expand his country under Trump? And every other president he expanded his country under.
What do you mean?
So under Bush, Russia got bigger. Under Obama, Russia got bigger. Under Biden, Russia got bigger. Under Trump, Russia stayed the same. Why is that?
Russia didn't stay the same. They tried to invade Ukraine.
No, not under Trump. Not under Trump. That invasion was in February of 2022.
Trump supports Putin.
Well, no, he doesn't actually. It's interesting.
He talks about how good Putin was.
No, he believes in diplomacy. For example, do you believe that FDR was right in partnering with Joseph Stalin to defeat Hitler?
Yes.
Okay, so at times you have to partner with really bad people for a broader goal. That is called...
But Ukraine is not the enemy.
Well, we're not saying that Ukraine. You know who is the enemy? China is the enemy.
And Russia.
Well, Russia's not the enemy, exactly. How many of your friends have died because of Russians?
How many of your friends died because of Ukraine?
A lot of your friends have died here because of the cartels. And we don't call them an enemy. And they are an enemy within. So when Donald Trump is talking about the enemy within, he's talking about the cartels that are here, that are poisoning our streets with drugs, that are